Hey guys, it's Jasmine and I'm here at CES at the MSI booth getting hands-on with the MSI Claw. This is the new gaming handheld that MSI are bringing out and it's the world's first PC handheld which runs on Intel rather than AMD. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play any games on the device just yet as there's nothing installed, but I will be able to get into the nitty-gritty of the specs and the hardware that's on offer here. On offer here is an Intel Core Ultra 7 processor with separate Intel Arc graphics, which is a first for gaming handhelds which are normally all-in-one. And you also get a 7-inch display, which is Full HD, so 1920 by 1080, and it runs at 120 Hz and of course is touchscreen. The device itself is a little bit smaller, more on par with the Asus ROG Ally rather than the Steam Deck or Lenovo Legion Go, and it has an ergonomic grip with slanted edges and buttons on the top half of the chassis. The chassis is all black and it's matte, so you don't have to worry about fingerprints like you do on the Lenovo Legion Go, and it looks quite sleek. You get grates all along the top of the device and the back to ensure for a pretty efficient cooling system. However, this does mean that it could potentially be blowing hot air onto your fingers while you're using the device. Yet to confirm or deny since I can't run games on this just yet. You get 2 back buttons here, different to the 4 back buttons which are on the back of most other gaming handhelds, including the Asus ROG Ally, the Steam Deck, the Lenovo Legion Go. There are just 2 here, but honestly, for me, I think that's probably more than enough because I don't find myself using all 4 on other gaming handhelds that are on offer. The buttons do feel a bit clunky and a bit tacky, to be completely honest with you. Like, they just feel like plastic buttons on a pretty cheap controller, which is a little bit unsatisfying and a little bit disappointing from MSI here. The device is really lightweight, it doesn't feel heavy at all, but it also doesn't feel like I would be throwing it out of my hands if I was to be moving it around, so that's pretty good. It's got some decent heft to it, but nothing that's going to strain your wrists or hands while playing. Well, seemingly none of the software is working on this preview unit just yet. Maybe it's to do with updates, maybe it's just not rolled out yet, but in terms of the hardware, it's looking pretty alright. I'm not sure what to expect in terms of performance, but with a 120 Hz refresh rate screen, this could indicate that we're looking at 120 frames per second. MSI take pride in the fact that this device has a 53 watt-hour battery capacity, which is the largest battery capacity of any other gaming handheld on the market right now. But how this will translate is actually based on performance and efficiency. Even though this does have a massive battery in it, it might end up still only giving you an hour or so of gameplay time if the device isn't optimized correctly, which so far from the software that I've witnessed, it doesn't seem to be. Of course, you get MSI Center M, which is a tailored interface for handheld experience, just like you do on other handhelds too. The MSI Center is a bit finicky. When I try to scroll between different games in my game library, it does close, but it reopens with the press of a button. So I think that needs a bit of ironing out, MSI. You can access all different gaming platforms here: Steam, Epic Games, EA, Xbox, Battle.net, Ubisoft, and MSI app. And of course, one of the benefits of the MSI Claw is the fact that you can actually access Android games too through Google Play Store, which is something that you can't actually do on other gaming handhelds just yet. You also get macro keys on offer here, which is what the back buttons are for, meaning you can set up full macro functionality, which gives you a little bit of an advantage over players who are playing on controller. This allows you to do full key recordings and then play them back with the press of a button. If you want to play through a combo without having to press all of the different buttons, you can literally just hit a macro key and it will do that for you. And that macro functionality is built into the device. The joysticks, which feature RGB, are also Hall effect, meaning you don't have to worry about drifting later down the line. This makes for a great addition to the device, especially considering the joysticks are built into the chassis, so there's no way to replace them if they do drift without having to send the device off. So far, it seems like what's on offer here in terms of the hardware from the MSI Claw is pretty alright. The internal processors and graphics seem great and are quite powerful, and hopefully will pull through with the right optimization. The actual chassis of the device is sleek, it's cool looking, it's all black, and you get RGB on the joysticks if you want to turn that on. Unfortunately, I can't get in the settings to figure that out. The buttons are a little bit tacky feeling, which is a bit disappointing, but if you're used to playing on an Xbox One controller, you might be more used to that since it's plastic. There are a lot of cooling grates on the back, obviously, so hopefully that means that you will get a pretty optimized cooling system in here. It's just a bit unfortunate that I can't test any games on the device right now, but hopefully that'll be coming soon, so make sure to subscribe to see that in the future. But so far, my first impressions of the MSI Claw, I'm not really sure what to expect out of this performance-wise, and I'm actually not very optimistic after seeing this. I'm a little bit disappointed with how the software is optimized, but hopefully that's something that's rectified before this device comes out in full release early this year, so we don't have a confirmed release date just yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Jasmine live here at CES, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!